All right, now we got some live views. Sorry, when I was on a minute ago, nothing was going through. Nobody was popping on, and I was 2.5 minutes in. That never happened before. I'm just sharing this on sharing this on Facebook. Hopefully get a little more views in. All right, cool. Now this is working. Now we're rocking. We're rocking and rolling, baby. What's up, everybody? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Yeet, 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 yeet. All right, so let's get into it. This is going to be the quick chat chat YouTube podcast thing we got going on. So let's get into it. How to drum up business completely free. You just got to play your cards right. So first step, you have to go get yourself a library card. Maybe save yourself a little time, call ahead at the library, ask them if they are subscribers to Reference USA. Spelled like that, Reference USA. So this is a database that you can only access at a library, okay? So what you'll do is you go down to the library and use your little library card, whatever, and you log on to Reference USA. And if you're really lost, you don't know how to use the program, ask a library lady. Usually she'll help you. The lady at my library was completely worthless, and I had to figure this out myself, but I figured it out nonetheless. So there's different ways to search the database. You can use keywords, you know, like painters or realtors or whatever. Or you can actually use an SIC code or an NAIC code. So I guess every business, let's get the real description of it. Standard Industrial Classification is SIC code. It's a system for classifying industries by a 4-digit code established in the United States in 1973. So it establishes the business, basically. So like if you type in a certain code, it tells the database, okay, you're looking for painters. And then you can even go further and you can select the radius that you want to cover, and 10 miles or whatever. And so now you're getting a database. So you're selecting within a 10-mile radius, you're selecting a bunch of service industry businesses such as housekeeping, painters, landscapers, who else did I pick? Realtors, roofers. I even picked photography. The reason why is I felt like maybe reaching out to a photographer, we could run some type of, if we developed a relationship, we could run some type of special where, they get a gift card. So if someone gets photography, they get a gift card to get their windows cleaned. If someone uses my services, they get a gift card to get their family pictures taken. Because we do a lot of homes where it's a big family and stuff. Might be a cool idea. We'll see. Nonetheless, I'm thinking. So check it out. I've created this big list of like businesses that I kind of want to reach out to. And it even tells you what their revenue is, their annual revenue. So that kind of gives a cool idea of what you're working with. For example, I was doing some cold calling last week, and I contacted a place where they do restoration projects, and I realized I thought they just did maybe 1 million tops, and they were doing 5 to 10 million annually. So that's interesting. But so check it out. This is the reason for the list. So now I have a list in front of me, a big long list. I'm not trying to like think of places to call, Googling numbers and calling them and wasting all that time. I have this nice, huge list in front of me, which I might clarify a little bit more down the road. Like I might simplify it into different categories or whatnot. But this is just the first go around. But so I'm going to go down the list and I'm going to call I'm going to call, 1 hour heating and air conditioning. I'm going to call the heating and air conditioning place. And I'm going to call them up, and this is like a simple script you can use. Hi, my name is John. I own an exterior cleaning company. And the reason for my call is we have a lot of clients. We have a lot of our customers asking if we know any reputable, heating and air conditioning guys. We just get asked random question and who we refer. To be honest, I don't know anyone in the area doing this stuff. And I kind of, I found you on the Yellow Pages. I found you, and you seem like a reputable company. I just wanted to, reach out. I would like to refer them to someone. So maybe if you had some time, we could meet up and I could grab a couple business cards from you. What areas do you service? Just make sure you're always asking about them. Even in the beginning, when I introduced myself, I said exterior cleaning company. I didn't even clarify my business. I'm just really trying to keep my end vague while really getting some information from them. And then it forces them to kind of be like, so what is it you do? What about you? Oh, okay. Oh, we get asked if our clients ask us all the time if we know any window cleaners or what have you. So this is awesome. Yeah. Let's meet up tomorrow, 12 o'clock, and, you establish relationships like that. So it's a really cool trick. I mean, you can also use this for targeting certain commercial areas or certain commercial buildings, I guess. Maybe you want to go after restaurants or what have you. You can do some cold calling, but this is completely free and it's very awesome. The guy I actually learned this from, his name is Brandon Vaughn. I'm sure some of you guys have watched him, but he was talking about this at one point. He mentioned that his business, he had used this as soon as he started his business. This is the very first thing he did. He went down, got a huge list, and was just hammering calls 6 hours a day. And that's what it takes. You have to go hard with things. It's the same thing with marketing. You got to go hard. Like, it was a huge problem that I did first in my business is I was always searching for like, what is the magical thing people are doing to get business? I got to find it. And the truth is there's no magical thing. It's when you actually take something serious and you go really hard and really deep into it, then you get results. And that's when I decided I was going to go really, really hard with door hangers and postcards. And it paid off great. I mean, we were on a routine schedule, hitting places once a month and I've gone through over 10,000 postcards easily just last year. So let's read some comments, see if you have any questions. What I was saying is, I learned this, and this is one of the first things he had done in his business, and was just trying to build relationships and learn. And you want to create friendships and relationships with all the business owners around. It's not necessary that every single client you come across is like, hey, do you know a heating and air conditioning guy? Do you know this and that? But there might be one or two, and I can pass them along the way. And what the most important part though is now you're reaching out. So now he knows that you're looking out for him. So when he comes across a client who is like, hey, do you know any window cleaners? He's going to refer me. And if you literally call all these numbers and every single one of these clients has a random 1 or 2 or 3 clients who ask about window cleaning or house washing, you're going to be drowning in work. I mean, in some of these businesses, that's another cool thing about looking at the revenue part of it. They're big businesses. You get in good with a company that's doing 5 to 10 million. They have a lot more trucks on the road. They're meeting a lot more people than you are. And there's a bigger chance that they're going to be hearing, people are going to be asking, hey, do you guys offer window cleaning? I know you offer carpet cleaning. Do you offer window cleaning? No, we don't, but we know a guy who does. He's really, he knows his stuff, blah, blah, blah. He's good company. That's when your phone starts ringing. Main new setup, adding water dragon, Gen 3. Okay, cool. I might have missed it, but did you just think up different ways to make a list, or did you research online? So yeah, I mean, in the Facebook group, I shared a link, and it's supposed to start you at the 0 minute mark. But when I end this, you'll be able to see it again. But yeah, it's Reference USA. It's a website called Reference USA, and it's only accessible through like a library. Like they have to have the database, and then you access it through the library, and you can do it that way. And then one thing I recommend maybe is searching for, think of the type of businesses you want to call, painters, landscapers, pest control, carpet cleaners, yada, 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 and try to figure out what their SIC code is or their NAIC code. That's a good way to search. But what I just did was keywords. So I just typed in painters and then, lowered my radius to my area. I'm definitely struggling with getting customers using postcards, Facebook, website, yard signs, reviews. Is everyone slow right now? I mean, it's really hard to tell. There's so much more to that statement. How many postcards? How much? It sounds like you're doing a lot. Are you doing? You got website, yard signs, reviews. I mean, I'm slow right now because I literally can't wash. It's below freezing and there's snow and ice everywhere. But I'm still working my ass off. I'm trying to fill my schedule up as soon as this weather breaks. So I want to be at least a month booked out once the weather breaks. That's the goal. And I suggest everyone does that. Don't just sit back and wait for your plate to roll up. This is the prime time you want to get your schedule filled up, because then you got that buffer, right? So you start waiting for your phone. You start waiting for the work to come. The weather's going to break and you're not going to have any work, and you're going to be scheduling stuff, and you're going to be kind of twiddling your thumbs. What you're going to end up doing is either scheduling stuff a couple weeks out and trying to fill up a week and basically wasting 2 weeks, or you're going to schedule, be like, yeah, I can come out today, or I can come out tomorrow, and you're just going to be like running around, racing around, totally unorganized. So this is really the time to get jobs scheduled. I'm hitting people with emails, calling past clients. If you don't have that, this is a huge recommendation. And honestly, I'd get out there and really go hard with some postcards or door hangers. But if you don't have the money for that stuff, I get it. I was at that point before too. So, but I mean, I was the crazy type where I would spend every last dollar on something if I really thought it would work. Can you send me clips of your truck? I have a van that I want to set up on the inside. Literally none of my stuff is put together. All next week, I'm going to be building my stuff, I think. So yeah, that's that. Any questions? What do you guys think of that? The phone is literally one of the most important tools in your business, and it's 2019. What is it? 2019? Yeah. And it's just the use of the phone is so foreign now. Everybody wants to email or text. It's like people have anxiety to actually call and talk on the phone. But it's a very, very powerful tool. It's just think about it. You don't want to, sometimes you don't want to answer the phone because you don't want to be put on the spot or what have you. It's just easier to ignore a text or whatever, or an email. You start calling and, putting your charm on. You're going to get some work. I'm friends with a window cleaner. He just sold his company for $685,000 last year, and he said he had 3 office girls, and all they did was cold call. I mean, not all they did, but they cold called all the time, and they were scheduling, and they did huge high-rise window cleaning, and it's just, he couldn't stress how important this cold calling stuff was. That's how you really build relationships and get recognized. Did I do this last year? No. Well, I mean, not Reference USA. So I did do this, but I did it in a very unproductive, slow way. I would Google painters, and I have some painter friends, and I've gotten quite a few jobs from a certain painter, and I almost got a huge commercial job from him. I don't know what happened with that. He kind of just, the weather turned and it just fell apart. So maybe this year it'll happen. But yeah, it's super important to be meeting other home service companies and building relationships and going at it in a way where you're not like, hey, I'm a window cleaner or I'm a power washer. Can you refer me to your clients if they ever ask? Don't do it like that. You got to really just kind of ask about them, ask about what they do, tell them that you want to refer their company, and then kind of wait and see if they say anything back. So you kind of got to put yourself out, put the line out there, and if they bite, sweet. If not, at least you've met someone and you left a good impression. You didn't look like you don't want to be the guy that just asks for referrals and recommendations. Never that. No, I don't use EDDM. Never will use, I'll probably never use EDDM. Actually, take that back. This year, I wanted to ask this to you guys too. I got to get off of here soon. So we get magazines in our area, and this might be worth looking into. This is a form of EDDM. So these are magazines, and all it is offers with companies, right? So, this is a crawfish festival, DeKalb Community Expo, pizza place, Rosati's, you get the idea. So you can buy a quarter page, half page. These are the guys that I was talking about. They're doing big bucks. But, so I went over there and I met with them and stuff. But yeah, they got really cool ads. So this is something I'm doing this year. I'm getting an ad built. Like right now, actually, I think I'm just going to go quarter page though. I really want to go full page, but it's not necessary. I'm just going to do a real catchy quarter page. Oh, maybe it wasn't ServiceNow. Maybe it was Service Master. They're all the same. Real catchy ad. I'm going to do something like mention this ad and get $50 off. I don't know, something catchy, something real eye-catching. And what this does, sorry, my point, this magazine goes to every house in our county. Okay? Like that's a lot. It's like 10,000 eyes or something. Or wait, that's way more than 10. It's a lot. It goes to quite a few towns. This one is a little bit less. It doesn't have as big of a range. It does just DeKalb and Sycamore, I think. Yeah, but they're cheaper. But it's way cheaper to do this, like a magazine style EDDM, than normal EDDM. Like basically, I could put an ad in this magazine for, let's say, $500. If I wanted to send postcards to as many houses as this hits, it would probably be like $3,000 or something like that. So I'll just ride along in the magazine. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and I'm gonna. But the thing is with this, you won't get results if you do it one time. So that's why I'm gonna start. It's gonna go out. It should have went out in this one, but I slacked on it. But it's going to go out in the next magazine. It's going to go on the one after that. And after that, it's going to stay in it. Once I'm in it, it's going to stay in it. Because I want everybody who gets this to be like, oh, there's Wally's again. Oh, yeah, we've been meaning to do that. You do it once, they'll forget about you. All right, let me catch up on some comments. I do use SunGym, though, for the guy that asked. I don't know where the comment went. There it is. You need to talk to real estate agents. I don't need to do anything, Eric Thomas Bland. But yeah, I do. How do you feel about moving toward more commercial work or B2B in general? Yeah. Commercial work is the goal for sure. What is B2B? I don't know what that means. Damn kids with your lingo. I got to get off of here. Is there any more final thoughts? I thought that was kind of cool. I'm a marketing fiend, man. I I get it because I put enough into it where I get some results. I just I don't know. I already have my next topic tomorrow. So join me for the quick chat podcast YouTube thingy that we're doing tomorrow, probably around the same time. Maybe. I got to go to a gym. I got to go to the gym at 10 o'clock. So depending on how long that takes. Business to business. Yeah, we're going after commercial work. It's going to be crazy 2019. I just can't wait to start making some washing videos for the channel, you know? I'm sure you guys are getting bored of me jabber-jawing, but at least I'm doing something, right? All right. I got to get out of here. Peace.